reverb, you know, so it's like a whole big thing just to get a sound that you're not going to hear. Because if I group the audio effects, right, and I take the effects off, this is what it is. And that makes the difference, because that first one without the effects, like this shit, it's dead, it's dry, it's, you know what I mean, there's no character to it. It sounds like a fucking computer, you know what I mean? It's like, and I can understand why, you know, a lot of, you know, musicians and engineers are like, I fucking hate EDM. And I'm like, well, yeah, you know, like, I can see why, because you get a lot of, it's too clean, it's too precise, it's too cold and calculated, you know, whereas you get all this, like, not, I mean, even just without the reverb and the delay, that's got balls, it's got character, and bonus points is no one's gonna sound like that ever, really. You know what I mean? I mean, sure, yes. Anyone with a UAD plugin and a couple of distressors could probably come close, but I'll tell you what, Marshmallow ain't gonna fucking do it. You know, so it's like, I don't have to worry about people ripped off my preset that I used on Nexus and everybody's fucking using it. It's like the Cymatics FM AIDS that has fucking plagued the fucking dubstep community, you know what I mean? It's like, I use the wobble preset better than, you know, fuck, man. It's just, you have to be creative if you want to fucking stick out. Now, it's not even a matter of how loud your beats are, how fucking good you are. Even if your shit sticks out, and that's what's gonna put you in a fucking place where it's like, no, it's not, it's totally this thing now, you know? So just think about it, you know? I'm just saying. Of course I know my fucking shit. Why do you think Masterclass called me up one day and said, hey bro, wanna teach it? You know your shit. I was like, okay.
Dude, alright, so if you guys don't know who that is, that's Deadmau5. Obviously, you guys know who that is. Joel has a great point. He's absolutely right. The fact that a lot of people sound carbon copied right now, especially in the dubstep community, it's really hard nowadays. I think for pretty much any genre, whatever you're making, that would be house, drum and bass, dubstep, well, not really drum and bass, but dubstep and house in particular, at least for me, it's really hard to tell an artist apart from another artist. So if you were to give me someone's track, like even if they're like mid-tier or top-tier artists, and you give me another top tier artist track, listening to them, I couldn't tell you the difference between the two artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, without knowing their names, I couldn't be like, oh yeah, that's blah blah blah. Like, it doesn't really work like that nowadays. I mean, there are few artists that we can like listen to their music and distinctly say, yo, that's such and such. And for those kind of artists, like, I tip my hat, because, you know, Joel's right. Like, you gotta stand out. You can't follow the same patterns of everyone's drop, production, composition, layout. If you're doing all that, then you're not going to stick out. And if you're biting everybody's sound and you're like, oh yeah, it needs to have a really intense growl and it has to have a long kind of thing in the background that carries it throughout the drop, kind of like Murata or whatever. If you do what everyone's doing, your music is going to sound the same as everyone else, and then you're not going to stick out. You're just going to show someone that you can pretty much make a track just like somebody else, but it's not really that great because someone else has already fucking done it. Classic example, let's take ones that you already know. So Liquid Stranger or Peekaboo. Peekaboo in particular, dude, fucking crushes it. And his sound is so different. It's like minimal, but like weird. And that's the thing, like what Joel was saying, that put him in his own category. That put him in his own direction. Another great example is Rez. Her music is so particular and unique. It puts her in her own category. Artists like that grow fucking cult followings. And what Joel's saying, which I totally 100% agree with, make your strong suit your authenticity. Be authentic for your strong suit. Be 100% original, like your sound, your style, your flavor, whatever it may be. It's going to help you out a lot, and it's going to help you stick out. I see a lot of artists nowadays, they're just carbon copying everybody that they look up to inside of the industry, and it's just flooding the market with music that's already been made, the same styles, the same composition layout, the pattern, the same sound design, progressions, whatever they may be. Like, and that's why I think electronic music nowadays is starting to become kind of stale and kind of dry, because even the kids who are pushing boundaries right now and being authentic, they're not really getting as much clout as they deserve right now. And I feel like it's kind of been like that for like the past 2-3 years, so it's really hard to like get up in the industry and kind of shine. If you're just doing exactly what they're doing, you're not going to be special. And that's the hardest thing about nowadays, is that we want to follow suit. We want to be like, oh dude, dubstep, everyone's playing dubstep, let me just produce a bunch of fucking dubstep that sounds like the same guy who just released a track yesterday that produces dubstep. Like, it makes the market oversaturated. Like, we just need to be more mindful of what the fuck we're doing and what we're providing to our community and what we're providing to our industry. And it's good to be different. You know, a lot of people might knock you or be like, yeah, that shit's weird, or like, no, I don't really fuck with that. But that's totally okay, because that's what's going to get you known, and that's what's going to get you a cult following and like die-hard fans. Drop a comment down below and let me know who stands out to you in particular. Like, which artist is like really crushing it and being authentic. You'll see that they've sold out tours by them being the headliner every time, because they're so original, and that's what people want. Shout them out, give them some love. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna wrap it up so you guys can get back to your days, and I'll see you guys on the next video. All right, peace.